Explain the meaning of endogenous as used in this context. Policing and crime are endogenous to unobservable strategic interaction? From a recent La Times article, this URL, full quote below, italics mine. Simultaneously, citizens decide to comply with the law or commit crime partly on the basis of police deployment and enforcement strategies. In other words, policing and crime are endogenous to unobservable strategic interaction, which frustrates causal analysis. I am struggling to understand these sentences. A quick dictionary search for endogenous gives caused by factors inside the organism or system, this URL, but I cannot figure out how to interpret endogenous to in the context above.
The definition you provided makes sense to me, even if I find the rest of the sentence somewhat suspect. To paraphrase the part in question, policing and crime are internal factors of unobservable strategic interaction. Assuming that no mistake was made, then the author is saying that police deployment and enforcement strategies are both things that are observable, but strategic interaction is not something that's observable, and that policies around policing and crime make up and dictate, endogenously, this unobservable strategic interaction. However, I find the particular use of terms to be questionable. I would consider strategic interaction to be just as visible as police deployment and enforcement strategies. It would only be the policies behind all of that could not be observed. In short, I think the following is what the passage is actually intending to say. The hidden policies that make up and dictate the policing of crime are not apparent to the casual observer of visible police-suspect interaction. Many people can't understand why police act as they do in some situations, and so they either follow the law or commit crime purely on the basis of their reactions to what they observe to be happening and on their assumptions about the reasoning behind it.
From Lexico. Endogenous, having an internal cause or origin. Let X stand for unobservable strategic interaction. As per Lexito, endogenous to X means having an internal cause or origin in X. From this it follows that policing and crime have an internal cause or origin in X. That policing and crime have an internal cause or origin in X frustrates causal analysis because one can't perform a causal analysis based on unobservable interactions. Fundamentally, the causes and origins of both crime and society's reaction to crime through policing are not observable by ordinary citizens, i.e., by those who are neither committing, or considering committing, crimes nor developing and implementing law enforcement strategies.
I hope the author isn't trying to use endogenous the way economists use the word because that would make the statement just plain wrong. You can't have something endogenous to an unobservable anything. By definition, the causal structure must be explicit as far as internal dependencies are concerned. That is basically the point you are making when you use the word. Definition: endogenous variables designates variables in an economic/econometric model that are explained, or predicted, by that model. This URL.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.